أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم والتابعين إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم ارزقنا علما نافعا ورزقا واسعا وشفاء من كل داء، ونعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن عين لا تدمع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعاء لا يستجاب له. آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم ألهمنا وسددنا، اللهم دع البركة والنور والقبول فيما نفعل وفيما نقول، واجعلنا من الشاهدين، واجعلنا من الصادقين، واجعلنا من المخلصين، واجعلنا من المخلصين، واجعلنا من أهل البركات والنور والإيمان واليقين والرضا والقناعة، ومن أهل اللطف والكرامة، ومن أهل العزة والتمكين، ومن أهل الهدى والرضا واليقين. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Today we're going to talk about the topic of immigration and the New Year's, which is coming very soon. And the New Year's for the Muslim, a Muslim celebrate the New Year supposed to be by living the message of immigration. Sure, today some people celebrate it by some sweet, some extra dhikr or fasting. But how we celebrate the New Year? To celebrate the New Year, we have to know this New Year, what it means, what is significant behind it, and what we can learn from it. Today, when we examine this topic, immigration, we find out is the word immigration by itself is to leave something, to get away, to cut yourself from a place or something. Now, this immigration, what makes it significant? It is the action by itself, or the people who make the action, or the quality of the people and the ability to do the action, or the timing, or their goal, or their faith. Today, let's go for a moment and think about me and you, about this night or this day. Let's look to the sky, star after star, day after day, night after night, year after year. And all of a sudden, a night came, but not a regular night. The night when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanding His Prophet for immigration. The night the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allah will put him in a very, very strong test. Him and his companion, the one who chose him, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. What kind of men they are? What kind of abilities they have? What kind of faith they have? How much love for the Almighty, the Creator, and how much love and devotion and compassion for their faith. to allow them to do such act? What kind of obedience? What kind of surrender and submission? And don't ever forget what kind of love. What kind of love to the Almighty, the Creator, and love and value and honor their own faith, the message, to let them ready to sacrifice their life, to leave the oasis, to leave the date trees, to leave their own belonging, the land they love. Imagine Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he was leaving, he looked to the Mecca, he looked to the Kaaba, and he said, "O Allah, bear witness, is no place in my heart beloved to me above the Mecca. You love it, and I love it." And he talked to the land, and "O Mecca, if my people do not get me out of here, I will never leave." It's not easy to leave the place you grew up with, your own people, your own comfort, your own wealth, your well of water. Is not easy. That's why we can say it. Before they did the immigration, they have to deny all the material life. They have to be ready to sacrifice for the highest goal. This night, it was the beginning of a new era in the Prophet ﷺ life, in Abu Bakr Siddiq life, in Islam and the journey of Islam life, in all of us. Because historians, they agree, without this moment, without this night, Islam will never spread. Meaning this moment of sacrifice, this moment of willing and want and obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to leave everything you love, you care for the highest goal. The goal, the one you look at it as is your goal, is your mission, is your covenant, is your responsibility. By this way, we have three elements. Action, called immigration. We have people who carry the action, and look at their quality and what motivates them. How much love and devotion and sacrificing for the Creator. And what else? And what is their goal? What is their mission? What they want to achieve of this immigration? Immigration from where to where? What the purpose? What the goal? What do you want to achieve? And we have something also very powerful. What kind of faith do they have in their heart? What kind of faith do they have in their heart to enable them to move this moving? When I'm talking about this topic, I examine myself. And I want you to be with me. We examine ourselves. And I said it before, every one of us, without making a step of migration, we will never go anywhere. And we have another element. The kind of men Allah choose and the kind of men the Prophet ﷺ chose, and how he choosing them. Why he chose Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, how he chose Ali radiallahu anhu to sleep in his behalf, and his only young boy, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, whatever, according to different report, most likely around 17, 18 years old, give and take, maximum 19. What about the daughter of Abu Bakr, Asma? The one she used to go every night for 3 nights or 2 nights, according to different report, to support her family, her father and his companion, the Prophet ﷺ, with food, and mask her own sign in the ground to walk at night. Again, putting her life in jeopardy. If the kuffar of the people of Quraysh and Mecca saw her, she would be killed. What made them do all this action? Their faith. Their faith was so strong. It delivered all this action. And I'm going to leave the topic of immigration for a moment because it's very important to know also another element in here. How the Prophet ﷺ collect certain personality? Because today we have a problem. We do not know how to choose people around us, how to choose husband and wife, how to choose companion, how to even know and distinguish who have the quality. And I'm going to share with you quick some element. How to choose a leader, how to distinguish a leader, how to choose the person who can carry on something, how to do it with your children, how to develop such a child. Because you will see in life, you need to have a people around you with the quality of a leadership, a quality of delivering. And I'm going to go to some element, but I'm not going to talk about it in detail today because this will be another topic. But some of the major elements of leadership. Number one, the ability to distinguish things and to analyze it. Sometimes, for example, even you have kids playing in the front of you. Some kids are playing hasty, some kids are playing very precise. Some kids making a mess. Some kids want to draw some picture or writing. What it meaning? Some kids coming with questioning. Some kids do not care about questioning. And you apply it to adult too. By the way, the first one, the ability to investigate and analyze. And this, it takes us to another element belong to it, is the ability to hear and listen. The ability to comprehend quick. And also the ability to comprehend different action happen fast. They're not lazy. They're not backward. They're not scared. The second element, they initiate. Always initiate. Always coming with new idea. And if you put them in the group, they can handle it. And they can do things. And they have the ability to invent. And number 3 element, bravery. They're not coward. They're not scared. They cannot be stuck. And also the ability to open their mind and mouth and say what they have in their mind. Meaning they have the bravery of asking questions, seeking help, seeking consultation, and also the ability of criticism. But if they give what called positive criticism. A criticism can cause and lead us to something good. And a criticism full of ability of analyzation, something we can benefit from. And also the ability to think ahead and have a goal. And also the ability to do is not only to talk without action. Some people talk and investigate and do and criticize, but in the meantime, no action. No action. It's still the same way. Only talk. No. The leader, the person who lead, or can even be a leader, or a part of a lead, or a group, has to have certain qualification. Why I'm adding this now? Because look at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If he chose the wrong men from the beginning for a different job, he will never able to do what he did. By this way, you as a leader in this life, as a father, as a mother, as a leader in society, if you want to be good, you have to have the eye of distinguish who can able to deliver, who will not deliver. And the ability of delivering. And this is some of the major elements. I did not share with you everything. It's just I'm sharing with you a basic element. This basic element can help you to distinguish, because this immigration cannot be done without the leadership of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by Angel Jibreel, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we should learn how Allah generate the tactic, the thinking, the planning, the wisdom, by choosing different people in different place for different action. A people can deliver. People he can depend on. People with honor of responsibility. People with their honor of their word. Their word is one. Once you said, it's done. By this way, we see the importance of leadership. And one of this responsibility of leadership, how to collect such people, and how to even motivate such people, how to make a leadership. But again, to make a leadership, you have to look for certain qualification. You cannot make a leader for a person, he doesn't have it. And this is why even you have to check your ability of distinguish which child has the quality, which child he doesn't have it, and how to promote, how to elevate, and in your life, how to choose certain people for different tasks to make sure they can able to deliver. By this way, in here, we examining this night to learn from it, not to go to all the details and study it. Because you can go to internet today, type the Hijra of the Prophet ﷺ, and you get all the detail by the name, by the place, by the moment by moment. But once you finish, read it over and over again. But here in this today talk, I want you to examine how it happened, why it happened, for what purpose, and what lesson I can learn from it. Today, exactly the same. Year after year, sky after sky, hour after hour, day after day, month after month, is gone. And what I achieve for myself, what I achieve to my faith, what is my goal in life? How many people so stuck of a relationship or a family situation or a finance situation or even internal, and they cannot move. They cannot immigrate. They have no will to move. Where's the will coming from? The will coming from your faith. What kind of a will of a man like Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? What kind of a will of a man like Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu? What kind of a will and ability of a small young man like Ali ibn Abi Talib, he going to sleep in the behalf of his uncle and go to sleep in his bed, and he can be killed by 40 men. How? What makes them do that? What makes the young lady Asma, the young girl, do what she did for her father and his companion? That's why we see all the people involved was ready. They have no hesitation. They committed. No turnaround. One way only. And they go forward in one topic: to immigrate. To immigrate with their own faith, for their own faith, to spread their own faith. That's why the whole thing, the whole immigration under one category: for their own faith. Their faith of their own belief and the value of the journey of their own belief, and to live their own belief and to elevate their own belief is above anything in life. This is, we have to really hit it over and over again. Similar. What kind of a love to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and devotion. Without this action, none of us can be a Muslim today. Because from a historical point of view, what makes the Hijrah, immigration, was significant? Because it was a turning point from the Muslim in a state of weakness, under severe torture, cannot able even to live their own faith, stuck in an area called Mecca. They have no freedom of any way, to the new era, Medina, which this immigration become the new era of Islam to establish the first Muslim nation in earth by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this what make it significant is without immigration, Islam will never spread. Without immigration, the wealth of the belief will never take place. Later on, I will share with you an article, explain all the elements, and in the end of the article, I will show you from Quran how many verses in Quran belong to this issue and what it means. And when you read it by yourself, you will discover the very, very strong significance of the immigration. And by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah joined the people with what he called the supporter, the people of Medina, the one who support the immigrator. And we talk about it every year. Either you are in a state of immigration or in a state of supporting some immigrating. And this we have to be careful about it today. What I'm doing, what I'm living for, what is my goal in life? And if I cannot be an achiever, where am I? What I can do to go? Who is my companion in this life? Whom I'm choose to be around me, and why? What kind of qualities he have? Can I depend on them? Can they deliver? Can they be someone? Can they be a leader? Because today, you cannot be with a loser. You cannot be with people just talk for nothing. You cannot lose your time. Your time is so precious. Your life is so precious. Because once we die, we're not coming back. By the way, it was a journey. A journey not to end. It is an end and it has a beginning. An end of a dark era, very tough, very harsh, full of sadness, to an era full of future, full of hope. And this is what immigration all about. Even when the people was immigrating, they were not sure what's going on. They have no knowledge about anything in the future except obedience to their Lord and trust and believe in their Lord and the value of their faith. I want all this word to hit you, to hit me. The love of their Lord, the value of their faith, the honor of their faith, the responsibility to carry their own faith, to live it, to carry it, to spread it. Extremely important. Extremely important. This is the message from immigration. Read it, please. Read all the detail. Read the story from every aspect. Find out the role of everyone. And like I tell you, try to examine what kind of people who did it, what kind of qualities he have. And now the question, how I can have some? How I can reach this level? How I can be with them? How I can imitate them? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran elevate them. And elevate those who will imitate them. And if we are honored and honor ourselves, we will live the same message. By this way, inshallah, we will be resurrected with them. And honor our faith, value our faith, elevate our faith, live our faith, and spread our faith. By this way, our faith is the most precious things I have and you have. Anything can go. And you see calamity after calamity. We're going to die. We're not going to take houses. We're not going to take money. But what we leave in this earth is a sign of our action according to our faith. Like even historians, they said, when you look to men and their achievement, a nation and their achievement, are you looking to their action or the faith lead them to this action? You find in history, when a king or a leader, he loved money, he do anything to collect money. He kill whatever he want because his faith in his money. You find some of the king of Europe, when they really into art, they spend all the wealth of the whole kingdom to develop art and artists because it's what they believe, their faith. By the way, according to your faith, you will deliver and you will develop whatever your faith is. And we have a great faith. A faith Allah give us, a gift to take the people from darkness to light. Today, mankind is an illusion. Look at what they're doing. Living for what? For games? For buying new iPhone? Watching movie? Watching a game? And they're losing their life. And we see a storm after storm, calamity after calamity, day after day, night after night, year after year. What is our contribution? How we can elevate our faith inside, to myself, to mankind, to take them from darkness to light, from ignorance to understanding and knowledge, from the tightness of this life to the vast, beautiful life after this life, the hereafter. From the injustice of ourselves to ourselves and other, to the justice of Islam, to the tranquility, to the peace, to the real love, to the ability to spread the mercy of Allah, the light of Allah, the guidance of Allah, the Almighty. To connect this empty soul with the connection to the Lord. This is immigration. And a scholar divided immigration into many styles of immigration. You cannot immigrate outside unless you immigrate inside. You cannot have a great immigration outside unless you immigrate inside from the attachment and weakness and wicked of your nafs, your soul, to make your soul elevated, free, strong, with your own faith. Once you do that, now you can accomplish. Why today we cannot accomplish? Because our faith is weak. The moment our faith is strong, we can accomplish like nobody can accomplish, and nobody can stop you. The believer, when he has faith in his Lord and Allah with him, you will see. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was in a cave, the cave of Thawr, and the enemy came, and he said to his companion, "O Abu Bakr, what do you think about two? The third is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." When Abu Bakr asked him, "Oh Ya Rasulullah, if they look down in their feet, they will see us. It's a very tiny cave." He said, "Don't worry about it. What do you think? If two, the third of them is Allah the Almighty." What does it mean? What kind of trust? What kind of belief? What kind of covenant? What kind of certainty of faith, yaqeen? What kind of trust? Allahu Akbar. No doubt, no weakness, no hesitation, even in the most odd point, when the most situation was all the odd against you. What kind of faith is that? This is what we need today. That's why if you ask me what we can learn from that, is a journey of faith. A journey of faith, a journey to elevate the faith, a journey to spread the faith. But has to start within. It has to be internal. If I do not have it, You do not have it, we cannot achieve. How we celebrate the new year? Very simple. Very simple. Let's examine our faith, examine our talk, examine our action, examine our covenant, examine our love, examine our sacrificing, examine our goal in life, examine our achievement, what I want to achieve. And if I die, what I'm going to say to my Lord. Because we are believing that. We believe we're going to die and meet our Lord. Meet him with what? What I try to accomplish. What I'm living for. Is me free from the attachment of material? Because you will never able to do none of the above unless you're free. Unless you're free. I do not want to take too much of your time, but I want you to reflect, because my word is so deep, is so important. And only if you're ready and willing and understanding, is the journey of your faith, is a celebration of the new year. The freedom within, the victory within, the strength within. This is your power. Don't blame, don't complain about nobody. Don't ever. It is me. It is a journey of victory within, verse of journey of defeat within. You have victory within, Allah give you victory outside. You defeat it within, you defeat it outside. Say it to any man, to any woman, to anybody. You're blaming, complaining about anybody, you have to remember, your problem is you. Your problem is you. Is nobody else. Once we change within, Allah change outside for us. But it's a journey of faith. A journey of faith. This is the new year. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me a new year. A new year for him. New year by him. New year for him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to honor and carry the covenant of our faith. And may Allah fill our faith in our heart by saying nobody above our faith in our heart. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate us with his faith. And may Allah allow us to elevate his faith by us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept us to leave a message in this earth, a message to elevate this faith. And may Allah give us the strength to migrate from our weakness, our darkness, our hesitation, our uncertainty to the faith of Allah. The certainty, the tranquility, the peace, the power of the Almighty. And most of all, the rahmah, the mercy. Let's prepare our palaces in paradise. Let's go and live the promise of Allah. This is what the promise of Allah means. To be ready to live for it, die for it, sacrifice everything for it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the ending of our life is the best of our life. And may Allah allow this life to be witness to us, not against us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us a cause to be the carrier and the spreader of the mercy and guidance of Allah on earth. The light, the tranquility, the peace of the message of Islam. Ameen, Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah accept, may Allah accept, may Allah accept. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم اللهم ضع البركة والنور والقبول فيما نفعل وفيما نقول واجعلنا من الصادقين واجعلنا من المخلصين واجعلنا من المخلصين واجعلنا من أوليائك الصالحين ومن جندك المنصورين وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.